Y'all see what I'm seeing? Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't get what everybody was so infatuated with her for. I know y'all thought I was about to say, yo, I was just into Jamie Lee Curtis back in the day. I don't get it. I don't see it. Everybody, now, they used to call her, what was her nickname? The Scream Queen or something. But it was some people that was really infatuated with Jamie Lee Curtis. I never understood it. Now, she was great at what she did. Her acting is, you know what I'm saying? She's one of the good actresses. Let me say it right. She's very good, but I just didn't see beyond that now. But she did play a role in one of my favorite line of movies, Halloween. Can't get no better than the Halloweens, bro. I'm just saying. But anyway, what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. So the next video we get into, man, is some top 10 real people scarier than Michael Myers. No, these are actual real people scarier than Michael Myers. Real life, not movie made up. Real people. So I'm anxious to check this one out. But also, man, y'all let me know about how y'all felt about Jamie Lee Curtis. Were you in that group of people that was just in awe of her, or you was just a fan of her work? Let me know. All right, so if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button, join the fam. Real quick moment of silence for the haters. That's enough. Now run the likes up. Make sure y'all hit that like button. A few more seconds of her on the screen, y'all. A few more seconds. All right, she gone.
Who here loves the Halloween movies with Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers? The infamous killer that I swear never dies no matter what. That, along with the fact that he's an insane serial killer, makes him pretty terrifying. But he's just...
Right. The way they came back in after one of the movies, I think it was it after H2O, where at the end she swung the axe and knocked his head clean off. But then in the very next movie, it wasn't him. He switched out the body with somebody else, and that was somebody else trying to get her attention. Like, the scripts for some of these are so bogus, you'd be like, come on now. Bro, seriously? No. Y'all really reaching for that one, fam.
Just a fictional character. In reality, there are people far more terrifying than him, which we'll be looking at in today's video. Top 10 real people scarier than Michael Myers. Happy Halloween, guys. Starting off this countdown, we have Clifford Olsen. This dude was a very controversial and well-known serial killer here in Canada. In fact, he was given the name the Beast of BC. He took the lives of 11 individuals in the early 1980s. Now, over the course of his life, he had a number of run-ins with the law and was put behind bars a number of times when he was a teen. His first victim was Christine Weller, who disappeared and was later found on Christmas Day. She had been stabbed and strangled. Now, what makes his case so controversial was when he was caught, he made a deal with the RCMP. The deal was basically he would get paid for telling them the location of his victims' bodies. He got 10,000.
Whoa. What makes them think they can dictate how this thing goes? You know what I mean? I get he has the leverage of us finding those bodies, but I just don't like him being able to. No, you're not going to dictate how this thing goes, bro. I would really have to suppress my anger in a situation like that.
$1,000 for each victim, and then he would send the money to his wife and son. But imagine that, getting paid for your murders. They literally were rewarding him, which makes me sick to my stomach.
Now, you know what he needs? Y'all know where I'm headed. And remember the punishment videos? The two we watched? Yeah. We need time travel. That's it. We need time travel. Take him back to them. Yeah, let them torture him. I bet they could find some way to get it out of him.
Ninth spot, we have Dr. Kitty. But don't be fooled by this doctor's name. She's not cute or friendly. Now, Dr. Kitty's real name is Jingwei Wang. She would perform plastic surgery out of her Toronto basement under the name Dr. Kitty. The thing is, she was only 19 and had no license to do such procedures, let alone did she have any proper training. She posted flyers around the city saying she does face slimming injections.
Now, I know a lot of y'all are saying, ooh, nobody would ever go to somebody. Yes, they will. You know the whole phase and fascination of the women getting these butt implants and these injections in their butt? They were going in people's basements and getting them done. People was injecting their butts with all kind of different things, man. So don't sit here and think, oh, nobody would ever be dumb enough to go and sit down with some. Yes, they will. Yes, they have, and they will continue.
She posted flyers around the city saying she does face slimming injections. In April of 2017, she got a couple of clients. One client had her face become botched from the injections after getting a massive infection. Needless to say, she was arrested and charged. In our 8th spot, we have Richard Chase, aka the Vampire of Sacramento. Why was he given this name? Well, because he was an American serial killer who would drink the blood of his victims before feasting on their bodies. It is said that he took the lives of 6 people in just 1 month in 1977 and 1978. Apparently he did this though because he thought the Nazis were turning his blood into powder through some poison, and he needed to drink other people's blood to prevent that or to counteract it. I don't know what he was thinking, but either way, he was a pretty scary dude. In our 7th spot, we have Wu Zetian. Wu Zetian was the only female emperor in China's history, but she was a ruthless one at that. Why? Well, apparently she killed her sister, her older brothers, the ruler, and poisoned her mother. Not only that, but she was known to torture and execute anyone who got in her way. Plus, she was known to force people into taking their own lives. Even animals had to fear her. This is what she said about taming a horse, and I quote, "First, I'll beat it with the iron whip. If it does not yield, I'll hit it with the hammer. If it still won't be tamed, I'll cut its throat with the knife."
See, now I was thinking about, I wasn't thinking about doing it. No, I was thinking about this because I watched the episode of Blacklist the other night. If y'all want to watch Blacklist, go check it out, bro. But make sure you have nothing to do, because once you get hooked on it, it's over for you. But I'm watching an episode of Blacklist, and this dude had broken out of jail, and he was coming after all the cops that put him in jail and had something to do with his brother being killed, right? So the first dude he rolled up on, this cop, he had this like sword, and he had this dude down on his knees, and he was like, you know, if you don't do it, I don't remember if I think he threatened his family. So dude had to pick up this knife and stab himself. You know what I mean? Do you know what type of psychological you gotta go through to stab yourself? Like, put it through your own body and kill yourself. I was thinking about that. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, for your family, you'll do some things. So you threaten my family. If I couldn't get to you to take you out, then for them, I got to lay my life on the line. But that's still just, you know what I'm saying? So I really thought about that the other night after seeing that episode and seeing somebody do that. I was like, man, you know what I mean? Whew. But anyway, off on a tangent.
With the hammer. If it still won't be tamed, I'll cut its throat with the knife. So that right there gives you just a perfect insight into the woman that she was. Moving on to number 6, we have Jack the Ripper. Of course, you have probably heard about Jack the Ripper or Jill the Ripper, since people think that it could have been a female serial killer, and maybe that's why she was never caught, because all this time they were looking for a man, you know? Meanwhile, she was a woman. Anyways, Jack the Ripper was an unidentified serial killer in London in 1888. To this day, they have never been caught. Obviously, they are probably deceased by now. Anyways, the killer would typically target women of the night who would work in bad areas in the East End of London. Some of the victims had their organs removed, and the way in which they were removed made detectives think that the killer had some anatomical or surgical knowledge. Either way, it's believed that Jack took the lives of at least 5 women, but the number could potentially be higher. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with Issei Sagawa. This guy's story makes me sick to my stomach. So on June 11th, 1981, Issei Sagawa invited his friend over for dinner. Little did she know, she was going to be dinner.
I was just about to say, the way she set that up, you knew that. It was like a lob alley-oop. You knew what she was about to say.
Invited his friend over for dinner. Little did she know, she was going to be dinner. He ended up shooting and killing her and then began to feast on her body over the next couple of days. Apparently, he always had the urge to eat the body of a beautiful woman. 32 years.
How do you have the urge to eat someone? Like, nah, this steak on my plate ain't good. You know what I mean? Maybe your liver might be better. Might make me quiver. Your liver might make me quiver. Like, what? Huh? Like, I've always had the urge. No, I can't wrap my brain around that. No, Hannibal Lecter, I don't get that.
He always had the urge to eat the body of a beautiful woman. 32 years he fantasized about this. In fact, he says that what he did was natural and he wants to do it again. And what's horrifying is that he can if he really wanted to, because he's a free man. So this all took place in France. When he was presented in front of a judge, he was ruled legally insane and unfit to stand trial. So they dropped the trial and sent him back to Japan with the order to be placed in a mental institution. But he didn't. Since the charges in France were dropped, the court documents were sealed, so the Japanese authorities couldn't get him. So they had no case against him and he just walked free. Not only that, he became a minor celebrity in Japan. He appeared on talk shows and did interviews, and literally made a living off of his gruesome deed. I think the fact that he's still out there and can strike again at any moment makes him absolutely terrifying. In our fourth spot, we have Leonard Lake and Charles Ng. You're getting 2 for the price of 1 for this countdown number, so you're welcome. These 2 men worked together to commit some horrific deeds. In particular, they built a bunker, would kidnap families, and then bring them to this bunker to torture. They took the lives of 25 or more individuals. In particular, they would target women. If the women had a family, they would kill the family, but keep the woman alive in the bunker. And sadly, they would take advantage of them. Sometimes they even would videotape them doing this. In the end, the pair were caught shoplifting, and when their van was explored, they found bullet holes and blood in the back, so they were caught and arrested. Moving on.
See, this is why we be stressing it to ladies, you know what I mean? Don't be traveling alone, especially at night. They're out there, and they're really after the women. These fools killed the whole family just to keep the women and torture the women. Like, ladies, there is, like, I don't know what it is, a fascination with you guys that these serial killers, or like the dude before, his fascination of wanting to eat a beautiful woman, I don't know what it is. So that's why I continue to stress the urge, you know what I'm saying? Women, traveling packs, groups of people, you know what I mean? Don't be traveling alone at night. If you live alone, you know, get you a protection animal. You know, locking your doors and locking your windows ain't enough these days. Spend the money, get you a protection animal. Get it trained up so you have some form of defense. Like, it's crazy how these women are sought after. Even back to Jack the Ripper. He was going after ladies of the night. I get what he's saying, but ladies of the night, still ladies. He was going after those hookers or prostitutes or whatever.
And on at number 3, we have the Toy Box Killer. David Parker Ray was an American kidnapper and serial killer that took the lives of more than 50 women. Now, he was referred to as the Toy Box Killer because the women were placed inside of this soundproof trailer filled with a number of torture devices. He referred to this as his toy box. He would then kidnap women, bring them back there, and use whips, medical instruments like saws, clamps, etc., sexual toys, and electric shocks to torture them. But before doing so, he would play a very creepy recording to the women. The recording talked in detail about what he was about to do to them.
What movie does that sound like? Saw, right? I be saying, man, a lot of these movies they're based upon some sort of truth. Don't that sound like Saw? Want to play a little game? For years, you such and such. You did that voice pretty good, but anyway, it wasn't me though. But anyway, these people, and then you have the copycats that copy off of that. That's insane. He sounds like a dude in school that really didn't have a girlfriend, or one of those dudes that maybe people picked on or something like that, and the girls talk down about him. He sounds like one of them type of dudes.
Torture them. But before doing so, he would play a very creepy recording to the women. The recording talked in detail about what he was about to do to them. So he would psychologically torture them before physically torturing them. Thankfully, one of his victims escaped and was able to tell the police about David and his crimes. In our second spot, we have Carl Tanzler. Okay, this dude was another sicko. But basically, he was a radiologist that fell in love with his patient, Maria Elena, who was dying of tuberculosis. But that didn't stop him. Carl ended up digging up her corpse when she died and then fixed her body. He replaced her eyes with glass eyes and used wax and wires, among other stuff, to fix her dead body and face.
We got a real live Norman Bates here, people. Norman Bates. Remember how I think it was his mother's body was still in the home? This fool here dug up the body and replaced parts of the body. No, sicko mode ain't the right. We need something worse than that.
When she died and then fixed her body. He replaced her eyes with glass eyes and used wax and wires, among other stuff, to fix her dead body and face. He then kept her inside of his house and would sleep next to her dead body at night. Of course, it would smell, but he would spray her with perfume and rub her with oils.
This fool. Since when you gonna mask a dead body with perfumes and oils? That should let you know how off in the head he was. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's smelling a little ripe tonight. You know how everybody was crazy, how all the men was crazy over that Axe body spray when it came out and they was just going overboard with it? Yeah, this is what he was using it for. He was the person buying up all that Axe body spray and spraying it over a dead body. Are you sick? Oh, gosh.
It took people 7 years before he was caught and people realized what he had done. And in our number one spot today, we have Armin Moose. Now, this one is quite the weird story. In 2001, a man named Bernd Brandes posted online saying he was in search of someone who would be willing to cook and then eat him. That's when a man named Armin Moose responded to that ad. The two then arranged how this was gonna go down. When the two met up, Brandes got drunk and took a lot of painkillers before being killed. Armin then ate his body over the course of the next couple of months. Apparently, there was even a video of him doing this, and I'm sorry for all the people that had to watch it because apparently the people who did see it said it was so disturbing that they sought psychological counseling after. Armin was arrested in December.
But why did you watch it though? I'm not watching that. Why would you watch it? You need counseling for other things. Something that wanted to make you watch that. That's what you need counseling for. That's like that, 2 girls, 1 cup. No. As soon as it started, I was like, no. Gotta cut that off there, bro. Y'all are sick. Sicko. No. What would make you want to watch this? That's what you need to get to the root of.
So disturbing that they sought psychological counseling after. Armin was arrested in December of 2002 after posting another ad explaining what he would do to willing participants. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you're having a happy and spooky Halloween.
Yeah. Ladies, I can't stress it enough. Not just ladies, fellas too, but still. Ladies, because you see who they target and attack. Be careful. Be safe. Get you some protection. Protect yourself. You know what I mean? If you're alone, protect yourself. Always. Don't go in certain places. Don't travel at certain times of the night. Don't, if at all possible, you know what I mean? Get somebody to go with you that you trust. That's all I'm gonna say, because there's some crazy fools out there. They want to just eat your body, or they want to torture you with little games and different things like that. People is crazy. Then, after they do something to you, they want to lay next to you, your dead body, in the bed, every day. Man, scary times, people. Scary times. Yes, these people are way scarier than Michael Myers. I agree. Y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. And stick around and stay tuned until the next one. I'm gone. Peace.